With all the engines that were gone at the works, a lot of the engines working as hard as ever. Toby and Cody had luckily just came back from the works. Oh, I'm so glad to be back, said Cody. Once you get unloaded, Cody, you can go on Porter's flatbed car. Toby was already puffing away. Bye-bye. Okay, Cody, I'm gonna load you onto this flight car, said Clanky. Once Cody was fastened on, Porter took him away. So Tottenham had also purchased two brand new turntables. This, said Tottenham, is the turntable, and it's much easier for engines to come and go out of their sheds. Yes, sir, said some of the engines. These have been very good. It's much easier to get in and out of the sheds now. The engines are now questioning Dodge. Right before Tom Hat said that. Dodge, what is happening? Said Dodge, he did not want to admit to Tom Hat was happening. Bye. Oh, we'll catch him. Thought the Topham Hat. Lucky for the Topham Hat, Gordon and Sampson had returned back from the work. My oh my, thought Sampson. Where do I go? Maybe just head to Knapford Station, you guys, so the Topham Hat knows. Who is pulling my express? Said Gordon. Oh, said the engines. We believe James is. Why is James touching my express coaches? Once he comes back to Knapford, I'll be having a word with him, said Gordon. However, I don't know my way around the island because it just got remodeled. Like, seriously, what happened around here? Oh, some of the tracks had got remodeled, said some of the engines. Really? Thought Gordon. Like, look at this, said Gordon. This was never here before. My goodness. Rosie, do you know your way around the island? So Rosie, yeah, I'm getting the hang of it, and she rushed away. She's getting the hang of it. Pah! Thought Gordon. Gordon then looked over to his right. He saw the narrow gauge engines. It's nice to see them there. Welcome back, Gordon, said Mavis. Thanks, said Gordon. Daisy, meanwhile, was coming in with the milk. Oh dear, she said. She didn't realize the cars were coming off the rails. She wasn't focusing and hit Gordon. Whoa, said Gordon. He came back and hit Daisy. Then she coupled up to him. She then started pushing. Who is doing this? Said Gordon. He outran Daisy and diverted. Then he realized it was Daisy. Hello there, Gordon, said Daisy. Good day, is it? Just no sit on the main line, please. I need to really get through. Grrr! Screamed Gordon as she pulled away. Oh, those diesels, he shouted. Always getting in a steam engine's way. Then the whole island went silent. Meanwhile, James was getting blocked by Nia. If you don't move, Nia, screamed James, I'm going to ram you off the rails, because I am a much stronger engine than you. I don't think so, said Nia. She ran at James. James then hit Nia. Ah! She screamed. She stood on the top. James then hit Nia and she fell down. Ah! She screamed. Well, get out of my way, said James. James, I just got back to the works. Oh, Ben, screamed James. Out of the way, screamed James. He was starting to push Ben off the track, but that made him stuck. Ugh, Ben! Duke then was coming over the bridge. The bridge was shaking from the momentum. Ah! Screamed Duke and he fell down. Out of the way, said James. The express waits for no one. Once James was in the clear, he raced away. I'm not waiting around anymore, he thought. He rattled past Peter Sam. Whoa, said Peter Sam. Gordon then saw James and quickly reversed. It's dangerous for a tender engine to go backwards, screamed James. The two engines stopped, and James was throwing out passengers. James, you can go in last. My turn to take over. What? Said James. You heard me. I said it's my turn to take over. How is it your turn? Said James. I want to finish my job, Gordon. No, James, said Gordon. It's my turn. Please, give me the express coaches. I will not, screamed James. Yes, you will. They're my coaches. They're not yours. The two started arguing. It got so bad Top Hat came over. Gordon, nice to see you. Sir, said Gordon, James refuses to give me his coaches. Well, said James, I need them. They're not yours anymore. Because you haven't pulled the express. It's because I was getting work done on me, screamed Gordon back. They are not your coaches. Yes, they are, said James. Silence, said Top Hat. James, this is Gordon's job. You are just covering for him. Please let Gordon have a turn. Sir, look at the mess he made. Top Hat looked back and saw Duke and Ben on the ground. James did that. A reliable engine fixed myself, sir, never does that. Top Hat got mad. James! James angrily uncoupled from the coaches and stormed away. So did Gordon. James saw puffing away and Gordon came and hit him. Way to go, said James. Now the express is going to be late. Gordon moved. James somehow got himself back on the track. James, you need to stop arguing about this, said Gordon. Get on my track and get out of the way. You're such a bossy engine, said James. He hit Gordon. James, what are you doing? I should be asking you that, said James. Big blue goblin, he said. Excuse me, said Gordon, backing up. You heard me, Gordon. You're a big blue goblin. Look at how long you are. You refuse to do anything, and you can't even fit on turntables. Gordon was offended. What did you say about me, James? I just said, said James. You heard me. I said that you're a big blue goblin because that Gordon stopped listening. James, you know who you're talking to, right? Gordon! Screams Top Hat. The express! Said Gordon. I have to go turn around quickly. He's gonna be late, said James, chasing after him. Gordon stopped on his hill. That James. I can't believe him. Just then James came flying up after him. What are you doing? Said Gordon. This. Gordon walking down the hill. Gordon hit the train so hard. Whoa, said Stepney. He went straight through and hit Flora. Ouch, said Flora. Mavis, meanwhile, continued to pull away. Hi, Thomas, she said. Mavis, you might want to look at what's happening. What's happening, said Mavis. Thomas then accidentally bumped Mavis. She screamed. She came right off the rails. Sorry, Mavis, but there was already an accident, and he was right. There was a big accident. Sorry, Gordon, said Thomas. He rushed backwards. James then came flying down the hill and almost hit Gordon. Out of the way, James! Look at what you caused! Said James. Well, actually, this was your fault, Gordon. How? Well, because... James, I've had it with you, screamed Gordon. Move out of the way! He then pushed James. Ouch, he said. You're scratching my paint. He then took his tender. You're not getting this back, said Gordon. He pushed James' tender up over the hill. And once he was up there, he gave it a bug. It walked it down the hill and derailed. My tender, screamed James. Gordon! But Gordon wasn't listening. The express waits for no one, he said, and rushed backwards. Screamed James. He was very mad. Now you can't go anywhere, so Top Hat will blame this all on you. Ha ha ha, screamed Billy. Ha ha. Ugh, said James. He was very mad with Gordon. Soon Gordon got back. What was taking you so long, Gordon? The express is gonna be late. So, said Gordon, I got it. I'm very sorry. It's just that James has been really bugging me. He caused a huge accident between Mavis, Stephanie, Flora, and himself. I was almost involved, but I just escaped it. I think Harvey and Walker will have to be on their way. What is this? Said Gordon. Samson? Oh, man, he went left. So Tom Hat didn't know what to say. Gordon, let me out once you get to that crossing. So Tom Hat hopped in. Sounds good, said Gordon and rushed away. What happened? Said the Tom Hat from inside Gordon's cab. James, said Gordon, and he rushed away. That's also James with Nia. James, did Butch fall over? Oh, sorry, Mr. Butch. That was me. Yeah. But Tom Hat didn't hear. And then, over my hill, said Gordon, you can start to see the mess. Gordon then came down the hill very slowly. Look, sir. Gordon stopped. So Tom Hat soon got out and surveyed the wreckage. There was James, Mavis, and her train derailed, Stephanie and Flora, and Duke, Ben, and Nia. So, you're saying James caused all of this mess? Yes, sir, and look, he even took out a signal back there. Tom Hat stormed over to James. Thank you, Gordon, you can continue on your way. James! Screamed Tom Hat as Gordon rushed away. Did you cause all of this? Said James, no, why would I do this? Yeah, it clearly looks like you did this, said Tom Hat. You caused me, first of all, you knocked Ben and Duke right off the rails, and Nia came right off the rails because of you. Now, Mavis, Stephanie, and Flora all in an accident, and you now on the ground. What do you have to say for yourself, James? Said James. Nothing? That is not the answer, said Tom Hat. I'm very disappointed in you, James. You should know better not to cause accidents. What I need you to do is go to the sheds, and you will be staying in the sheds for your number 5, so 5 days. So starting today, on Wednesday, March the 3rd, for the next 5 days, you will be in the shed. So on March 7th, I will let you out, said Tom Hat. 5 days? Yes, James, you deserve that. And then once your 5 days are up, you will be taken to the works because the works is very crowded. Wait, the works? Wait, sir, my paintwork, it's been scratched. I need to go to the works. Actually, says Tom Hat, since you're not that badly damaged, and neither was everyone else, you just fell off the track and you just got a big scratch on you, I will just keep you here, and until you prove to me that you can be a very useful engine and not do this again, I will let you go and get your paint redone. But for now, you'll have to live with this big scratch on the side of you. Goodbye, James. Oh, and when I get Harvey and Walker over here, you'll be the last one picked up. And Tom Hat walked away. James was fuming. This is ridiculous, he said. I can't even go to the works. Ugh, can't believe this at all. And just like the Top Hat said, Flora and Stephanie were the first ones to get picked up. The end.